In 2025, we noticed that consumer behavior massively changed. And I want to break down a few things that we experienced as a business and some of the things that we used to do that no longer works and how we had to pivot and change. So, for many of you know, we run live events, webinars. We have a sales team as well that can call people to offer them our products and services, see if they're a good fit, and they would buy. And we noticed across the board, our marketing strategies took a massive hit. Example, we used to sell from the stage. Whilst we do really well from the stage, things changed. We had to pivot slightly. We used to sell from webinars at the end of a webinar. We used to get really high conversions. Things changed. I'm going to explain. There's so much videos I can do that. I'm going to do my best and summarize, and then let me know if you want the full thing. Lastly, we used to make calls to our consumers who signed up to various things, and they would buy our products or services, right? And that conversion was down as well. So here's the first thing that I found when we started making the pivots is the consumer's buying pattern had changed. So instead of them making an impulsive decision at the end of a webinar or at the end of a sales training, or presentation or selling from stage or whatever it may be, they required a little bit more nurturing. So their buying decision wasn't as instant. And we put in a whole strategy in place to make sure that we can nurture them, right? For example, more touch points before you're asking for the sale. So that does unfortunately require more calls and conversations. Or the alternative is to put them into a community. Okay, so you put them into community, into a place or a space where you can engage with them over a longer period of time so you can convert or close that customer. We found that people buying from the stage started changing, so we had to implement guarantees, and then we had to implement QR codes where people can register and then have a free product or service, and then the sales was done on the back end. So they've seen us, they've experienced us, they've gone through our funnel, and then we'll be able to close on the back end. It just means, all of this just means ultimately that the buying cycle takes longer because now you've got to do much more to get the same customer than you did before. And then the other side of that, for example, on webinars, we used webinars, or love webinars. Hold a webinar, you do a pitch, and it's fantastic. You have a number of sales on the day, and then we have our team sat on the call, and then they would follow up thereafter, and people would normally consume our products. And we found that conversion was low, but higher conversion on the back end because people were buying. It took a little bit longer to make a decision. And we recognized that we had to improve the trust levels because whilst we don't shove it down your throat, we had to then reinforce, hey, you're making the right decision for these reasons. Hey, you're making the right decision and we want us to be the people to help you for these reasons. And, we've got the credibility, we've got the accolades, we've got the achievements, we've got the proof, we've got the social proof, we've ticked all the boxes. But we didn't shove it down their throats. We were just mentioning it. People know who we are. But now we had to really reinforce it. Just want to make sure that you've seen this. So on the sales calls that my team are having, we're making sure that we're reinforcing in their conversations that the customer knows that the social proof is there, but also the personal brand is there. So for some people would have to improve their personal brand. We didn't have to improve it because we've got the personal brand, but we had to make sure that our consumers were aware of our achievements, our accolades, and that's what we had to do. In 2026, we have 2 incredible speaker showcases where we will have up to 20 speakers delivering you a keynote. We're talking about mindset, entrepreneurship, and creating shifts in your life. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, if you're a thought leader, if you are serious about your personal development, click the link below. It is completely free, and I promise you, you will love it. So, overall, it was a really, really interesting journey. I was like, oh, maybe it was a one-off. Maybe it just wasn't the right audience. No, let me tell you this. I'm speaking to all the people in the industry who are in my space in terms of coaches and consultants, and everyone, bar none, is having the same experiences. And if you guys want a session where I give you more strategy on, okay, these are the things that we did specifically for these specific items, I need to probably make one video per section, because webinars is a whole beast in itself. Yeah, selling from stage is a whole beast in itself. Yeah, sales is a whole beast in itself. And those who know me know I love that sales game. But I can give it to you if you want it. So like, comment, subscribe, and let me know in the comments if that's what you want. I'll be more than happy to. But consumer behavior has changed. And if you don't adapt, you will not sign people up if you're a coach or consultant. You will not be able to service your clients because they're not in the position mentally to buy. And also the obvious things, if you're a UK customer, is the economy at the time. It was like, you know, we had the budget and people were just trying to hold on to their money a little bit more, being a bit more conscious about how they spend their money, right? So that was my experience 2025. You know, I'm really looking for 2020, really looking forward to 2026 with all the things that we have in place, and, you know, all of the content and all of the testimonials that we've got. I'm really looking forward to it. But ultimately, shifting, when there's a shift and things are not working, you have to pivot really quickly. Hopefully this has been useful to you. If you want me to dig deeper onto specific areas, webinars, AI, we tried AI Byron, by the way. It was calling people up simultaneously. That was crazy. We tried AI Byron, we've done the WhatsApps, done it all. Evergreen. Tell me what you want, my people. I got it. I got it right here. I just give it to you. Yeah? All right. Until next time, listen, if you're at the end of this video and you've not subscribed, you're an enemy of progress. Please, just click the link and subscribe. Put it on mute if you want. Untick the doorbell so that it doesn't notify you. I'm okay with that. I can live with that. But please subscribe. We're on a mission to get to 25K. So help me and send this to anybody that you think is a coach, consultant, that you think would be suitable to know this information, and to let them know they're not alone. You're not alone. I was about to start singing. Forget about it.